Why partying is overrated. See, the thing is that partying, I believe, is overrated. At least the parties that I usually see on the internet and I've been and experienced. And I'm talking about the type of parties where degenerate shit happens. Because I'm gonna be very honest. Going clubbing, partying, and concerts, they're all a waste of time. And people may be like, oh yeah, you can hang out with your friends and everything, have a good time. But are you really having a good time? In order for you to actually have a good time, you cannot be sober. Now, thing is that, like, I think I said this before in my other video, but I don't understand people who go to concerts to watch their artists perform. I truly do not understand that. Like, I do not understand that people literally pay money and go to watch an artist perform in a crowd where everyone's jumping up and down, there's no space to breathe. And it's all degenerate shit. You can barely breathe, man. You're probably gonna die in there. You might get trampled upon. Is that really a way to enjoy music? I just don't understand it. For me, I'd rather go on YouTube, Spotify, put it on my speaker in my home, and just blast it while I do productive shit or talk with my friends. See, the thing is that as a man, I feel like one thing that truly does make you like happy is when you're like actually chilling and sitting down with your boys and you can talk about anything. Literally anything. Like, you can be chilling and be talking about like your life and shit, even when you're broke or even when you're rich. Like, that's like the fun times. You and your boys literally talking about anything. Or sitting down, around a campfire, in lawn chairs. I feel like that's actually more fun and more valuable than partying. Partying, you don't connect with anybody. Partying is where all the degeneracy happens. Partying is where all the one night stand happens, and that is not good. See, now there's like, in my way, I like to think there's two types of partying, right? Like what I said before, the degenerate partying, degen partying. The second one is more of like, it's not really truly partying, but it's more of like hanging out with a group of people, 10 to 15 of them. And yeah, you're maybe celebrating something and whatever, but it's all under control in a setting that you know it's safe. Whereas partying, you can be at some random ass weirdo's house or some club that, will kick you out anytime. So I believe at least being in like a place where you're safe and it's more controlled, like hanging out and partying with your friends at a controlled location, at least that is better than partying with a bunch of DJs in a club. But even that too, nothing beats the time where you're actually improving on yourself and you actually have other friends and brothers too that are on the same journey and you all like, go for it. Because thing is, like, everyone's saying, oh yeah, how are you gonna have fun? How are you gonna have fun in life? You gotta have a little fun. They do not understand. We literally have fun. We have fun reading books. We have fun working out. We have fun playing sports. We have fun talking about money and world issues. It's interesting to us. We're not interested in Kylie Jenner, bro. We're not interested in flipping, I don't know, whatever the next crypto scam is or whatever. We're not interested in that bunch of degeneracy. That's not us. For me, I'm more of an outdoor person. I love to go on hikes, explore shit. And I make sure that most of my friends, or all my friends, they're not lazy people. And if they are, either I'll tell them, to get off their ass, or I don't know. I just don't look for that trait in a friend where they're lazy. And obviously you have days where you don't feel like doing any work, but that's where like the accountability comes in from friends. And I'll admit, I have days where I didn't feel like doing anything, and I didn't do anything. I'm not perfect. No one's perfect. We're all sinners. We're all sin. We all sin. But God forgives us each time. And we should hold each other accountable for our actions and keep on striving for better and more. So, partying, the environment is not going to make you better. Concerts, the environment is not going to make you better. Clubs, the environment is not going to make you better. None of those things actually make you better. None of them do. The things that make you better is going to the gym. Going to the fucking gym makes you better. I sound like a lunatic saying that because it's so like everyone knows, right? But still, maybe you just need to slap you across your face, bro. And surely I did too back then. But as you start to grow more mature and start to realize the facts of life actually, or the facts of a masculine life, that's when it is time to take control and say, I don't want to be partying. I don't want to be, wasting my time partying, taking alcohol, drugs and shit, one night stands and everything. That's degenerate. That's not me. What do you think your wife in the future will be? Who do you think, let me ask you a question. Who do you think your wife in the future will be if you hang out in the environment right now? Take a question and truly think. Who do you think your wife will be if you hang out in the environment right now? So let's say if you hang out in the club and at parties and going to these concerts where the rappers shake their ass, where do you think you'll find your wife? You won't find her at the library. You will literally find her in the club being degenerate. Isn't that crazy? There's this thing, you're the sum of the 5 people you hang out around. That is true. And the people that you are going to meet in the future, your future family, friends, is the environment that you're hanging out in, most likely. You're most likely to make friends, most likely to find a wife if you keep on hanging out in the library, and you'll find a wife that loves books. It's that simple. It's your environment. Change your environment and you will change your way of thinking, your life in general. Because there's this thing is like, if you trap a grasshopper, this little bottle with a lid on it, you place the lid. It will try and jump, and it'll keep on hitting its head on that cap, right? Now, after a while, you remove the cap, so there's no cap. It's just whatever, the actual bottle. It's gonna keep on jumping and jumping, but since it's built that limit, that memory of that cap being there and it hurting itself, it's gonna stay there. It's gonna just jump at that height. Even though it can jump way further, higher up and escape, it won't, because they were fucking programmed like that. That's like with us, right? We put ourselves in these environments and these situations more and more time over again. We're gonna be exactly like that. If you go to a club and party every weekend, you're gonna be a party person. You're gonna be a degenerate person. If you surround yourself full of excellence and improvement, you will literally be 10 times better than the average person. Partying is literally killing your flippin' potential. There's a time and everything to celebrate, but that's when you do it with your boys. Where you actually truly go out, you get nice food, and you celebrate that way. You don't need to celebrate by being a degenerate going to clubs and twerking and dancing around a woman shirtless. You don't need to do that. You need to be a masculine, disciplined man. A man who says no to degeneracy and yes to their purpose. That's why partying is overrated. And I'll say this firsthand. I will not be going to a single concert anytime soon. Because I believe it is a waste of time, even if I'm with my friends. Nothing against my friends, but I will not personally jump, put my hands up in the crowd and wave them and record and listen to a song I can listen to on Spotify for free. It's just not me. And I don't think it's you either if you're watching this video. So think about it. Think about next time when you're invited and want to go to that concert, to that party. Truly think, what is your environment? What is the environment going to be there at that party or hangout? And if it's truly worth putting your time and energy into that, when you can be spending it on other productive things that make your life better. And you have fun in that too once you build that habit. Think about it.